Hi, and welcome to episode number 4 of my podcast. And my name is Hege. Today is Monday, the 9th of March. It's sunny, but I do see that it's starting to get a lot of clouds on the sky, so yeah, the sun will probably be gone sometime in this evening. And it's a bit windy outside, so it's a very nice day to stay inside and just record my podcast and do some knitting. So yeah, every episode I start with telling about my last week and stuff like that. If you think this is very boring to listen to and want me to skip this part, please let me know, because I don't have to have it in my podcast. It's just that I really like to talk about what's happened the last week, and yeah, I'm one of that girls who just likes to talk about everything, so stop me if it's boring. So yeah, just let me know. That would be very nice. So the reason that I like to start my podcast with talking about myself and what's happened in my life is because I feel that it might help you guys to feel like you know me a little better than if I just went straight on to my hobbies and projects and stuff like that. I am following another podcast that it's also a lot of what's happened with her and her life and stuff like that when she has her podcasts, and I really feel like I really know her since I get all this information, and yeah, I feel that's really nice, cause then I get a I really like to know a little bit about the person that I'm listening to and what's happening around them. So, but that's me. Not everyone likes that. So, as I said, if you want me to skip it, let me know and I'll just take it away. So, last week is one of those weeks where I really feel like nothing happened at all, but as soon as I start thinking about everything we did last week, I do see that it was a whole lot of things happening. So Monday we did absolutely nothing. We just stayed at home, and on Mondays we actually have something called baby singing. It's a group that gets together and we play and sing with the kids, and I haven't got to try it out yet because it's always in the sleeping time for Iselin, so yeah, I don't want to wake her up to go to this. It's not that important to attend to it, so I would rather that she sleeps. So yeah, but hopefully one day we can try it out, because some of the moms in my group that we have are attending to this baby singing and they brag a lot about it. So yeah, I would really like to check it out. Yeah, and every other week we are a group of moms who gets together with our babies and have a real nice time. We just eat some good food, talks together, and yeah, very cozy. And as the babies grow older, they will get more out of it themselves. They will have someone to play with and yeah, stuff like that. At the moment, almost everyone sleeps a lot, so yeah, we are 5 or 6 mothers with our babies, and on every meeting we have, there's only one or two of the babies who are awake, and they're never awake at the same time. So yeah, but it will be very nice, as I said, when the babies get a little older and start to play a little bit more. So yeah. Yeah. And on Wednesday last week, I visited my cousin. I needed some yarn, and my local yarn shop is closed. So where my cousin lives, they have 2 or 3 big yarn shops. So yeah, that's very nice, and we can walk from her house and to the store, so that's very nice. And I got to buy my yarn, and I got to visit my cousin and her baby, and we got a walk. So yeah, a pretty good day all in all. So yeah. And on Thursday we started with baby swimming with Iselin. Every time I say we in my episodes, that's usually me and Iselin. So, because everyone else isn't home. My husband is at work, and Thomas is in kindergarten, and the other 2 are on school. So we are almost every time me and Iselin, especially if it's a weekday. Yeah. So baby swimming, that was very fun. I was on it with Thomas as well, and we loved it. Yeah, it's so nice for the baby, and it's warm water, and yeah, just very nice. And Iselin loved it. I guess that she would, because she loves to take a bath here at home. So yeah, but yeah, I was a little unsure, since this is a big pool, and there's a lot of babies and other people around us, so it's kind of noisy and stuff. But yeah, it went very well. So she enjoyed it very much. But at the end of the lesson, they were going to swim on their back, and the instructor asked if she could borrow Iselin to show how to hold the baby. And I didn't think anything, and I just handed her over and said, yeah, of course, here you go. And after a couple of seconds, Iselin looks up, and she sees that it's not me that is holding her, and she starts to cry out very loud. I think she got a little scared. She is in that age now where strange people are a little scary. So yeah. So yeah, she just cried out, and it didn't help to get back to me. She was not calming down at all. She just cried and cried and cried, and yeah, if it had been sooner in the lesson, we actually had to just take her and get out of the water, but it was very in the end, so all that was left was to sing the goodbye song. So we stayed for it, and yeah, she'll manage. And yeah, I think problem that she didn't calm down was because it was in the end of the lesson, so she was starting to get a little tired and hungry and everything. So yeah, as soon as we got up from the water, she calmed down and stayed calm until we got into the showers. and she started all over again. So yeah, but she wasn't the only one. So I think almost everyone except from 1 or 2 babies was crying so loud when we were done. They were hungry, they were tired, and yeah, everything. So she fell asleep at the second that she was put in the car. So yeah, but it was a very nice day, and we are going to go to this event every Thursday until summertime. So it's 14 times. Yeah, very nice. Usually it's only 10 times, but since it's so close to the summer, we got 4 more times for the price of the 10, because the instructor didn't think there would be any point starting with the next lesson right before the summer vacation, because they are closed in, I think it's about 2 months. And when you start up in August again, the babies will have forgot everything they have learned. So yeah, that's no point, because then we will just use way too much time to teach them what they already should know. So yeah, so that's very nice. And not next week, but the week after there, 2 weeks from now, we are going to have the first dive, and I'm looking so forward to it. I think it's so funny to shove them under the water and just see how it goes. Yeah, with Thomas it went very well, and we are preparing them for it now. So we are saying the stuff that we are going to say, and then the instructor take water in her hands and let it go right before her face, so that she gets water in her face. And it went very well. She just smiled all the time, and she didn't cry once when we were doing that. So I think it will be very fun for her as well. So yeah, we'll see. And on Friday I was visiting another friend. She hasn't been able to see Iselin yet, so that was very nice that she finally met her. And they connected so well. Iselin is usually a little skeptic when it's people she never have met before, but there were no problems at all. My friend just took her the moment that we got into the door, and Iselin just smiled and started talking with her, and yeah, it was so nice. So yeah, and we as well went for a walk. We walked for an hour actually. So yeah, it was very nice and warm, and yeah, everything. Very nice day. And it was so good to see my friend again, because it's been a long time since I have seen her. So that was very nice. So yeah, that's what happened here for the last week. This weekend we didn't do anything. We have just stayed at home and relaxing, because yeah, every weekend throughout February something happened. It was Benjamin's birthday, then it was my birthday, and we had baptism, and in the middle of everything I had a girls' night at my home, and that's very cozy and all, but there's still something that is happening, and you need to clean your house and stuff like that before they come. So yeah, but by all means, everything that happened in February every week was just cozy things that, like celebrating birthdays, hanging with friends and stuff like that. So it's not that I'm saying that's a bad thing, it's just it happens something every weekend, so you do get a bit tired. That's normal, I think. So yeah. So this weekend was just staying home, lazy weekend. Yeah. So over to my projects and VIPs. I don't have any stacking for today, and I have 2 finished projects, 1 VIP, and of course it's the sweater that I'm making for Christopher. It really needs to be done very soon, because it's just getting warmer and warmer outside, and I am afraid that if I use too much time on it now, there will be too warm to use it, since it's wool. So yeah, I need to finish it. But I'm not sure if I promised you in my last episode that when I was finished with the dress to Iselin, which is finished, that I shouldn't start any new project before I was done with the sweater. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I had it in my mind that when the dress was done, I shouldn't start anything new before the sweater is done. I really needed to get it done. But that didn't happen, because last week I got an order for 2 rompers. And when I get an order, I really need to get started on it and get it done. So yeah, I just had to start on it. I didn't have any choice. So, and I really enjoy when I get orders. I feel it's so nice that people really love what I'm making and that they want it themselves. Because I do have a store on Epla, but this person, she had just accidentally stumbled into my blog where she saw the picture of the romper that I made for Iselin, and she just loved it, and she emailed me wondering if I could make her 2 of those rompers, if that was okay. And of course it's okay. I really love to make things for other people, so yeah, that's just nice. So she wanted one in alpaca, which is the same yarn that I used for Iselin, and the other one she wanted in cotton, pure cotton. So yeah, so the first romper is done. It's the one in alpaca, and it's looking exactly like Iselin's romper, and that was the plan, because she wanted the same color that I used for Iselin, but it's close to the same color, because the only difference is that I'm now using mini alpaca from Sandnesgarn, and last time I used alpaca from Dale, but the alpaca from Dale isn't in the store anymore. I can't find it so in that color, so yeah, but it's the same color, just from another producer. So yeah, it's very nice, and she didn't want me to put on any buttons. She wants to take them on herself, because then she can just yeah, then she can adjust it so that it will fit for her baby. Yeah, so that's very nice, and it's a very lovely pattern. Don't know if you see it too well, but yeah, and it's so easy knitted. I think I probably only used 2 or 3 days on this one, so yeah, it's a fast knitting, and I love that kind of project that doesn't take too long time. Yeah, and for the next romper, she wanted it in cotton, as I said, so yeah, I feel like this cotton yarn is so hard, but when I touch the done part, It's not hard at all. It's actually very soft. But when I knit with it, it feels like it's going to be very stiff and hard, and yeah. But it's not. It's not turning out that way. So it's actually very nice. So this is romper number 2. It's the back, and it's a very light brown color. So yeah. Hopefully I'm going to be done with it. Yeah, tomorrow, or at least on Wednesday, hopefully. So it all depends on Iselin as well, because as long as Iselin is kind enough to let me knit, there is no problem. But if she requires a lot of attention from me, then it's a bit harder to knit. So yeah. This romper, I got my own bag for my project now, bought from a homespun hoe. No, it's bought from a homespun house. And that's the podcast that I'm following, that I'm mentioned early in this episode, who talks about everything, and her name is Molly, and I just love to watch her and listen to her. It's so nice. And since she's talking so much about her family and yeah, her life, I really feel like I know her, and I really think that that's very nice. That's probably one of the reasons why I keep listening to her, because I really feel like I know her, and I want to listen to her and hear what's happened since the last time. So yeah, it's looking like this. It's very nice. I just love it. And inside it's looking like this. And on the zipper there's a little marker. Yeah, it's a birdhouse with a bird. And the nice thing is that you can take it off, and then you have, and let's see, and then you have a marker that you can use on the knitting part. So yeah, that's very, very nice, because when you're done with the project, you just click it back on the zipper and you have it for the next project that you're going to use the bag for. So yeah, I really like that. So for the last project that is done, that I'm going to show you, is the dress that I made for Iselin. I promised you last episode that I was going to have it done before by this episode, and that wasn't a problem. I think I got it done the day after my last record or something. So yeah, here it is, all done. And I just love it, with cozy little heart buttons, and yeah, it's so thick and warm and cozy and soft and everything. I just love it, and I have said that all the way when I was knitting it, that I really love this dress. It's turning out so nice, and it is. So I really do not like the winters. I think it's way too cold. It's snowy, icy, and where I live it's a pain in the ass and to drive a car, cause yeah, the hill up to our house is just crazy on winter time. So yeah, but now that I have finished this dress, I'm actually looking forward to the next winter, just so that I can use it. And that's so funny. That's just, yeah. So we have only started on the spring, and I'm already waiting a little bit for next winter, just so I can put on dress and use it. So yeah, but I will enjoy the other seasoning before we get to the winter again. Because as I said, I really don't like the winter, but yeah. So yeah. Favorite year all the time is the time that is coming now. It's spring. That's just so amazing. Snow melting, getting warmer, flowers are coming through from the ground, birds are getting back, starting to sing outside, and yeah, it's just the favorite time of the year. So yeah, and summer is also very, very lovely, but it tends to get a little too warm for me. So yeah, and then comes fall, which also is a very nice time, because then it starting to get a little colder outside, and yeah, a little in between temperature, fall and spring. So yeah, only sad part with the fall is that it tends to rain a lot, and for the last years, couple of years, 3, 4, yeah, 4 last, I think perhaps for the last 4 years or something like that. The fall has always been very windy, and I don't like when it's so windy that the whole house is making noises. I hate it, and my son hates it. He wakes up in the middle of the night, cry his lungs out because it's blowing outside. So yeah, but yeah, it's spring. First of all, we need to be done with the spring, and then summer, and then fall. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy that there's getting warmer outside, that the sun is more and more up, and the last few weeks we have had sunny weather almost every day, so that's very nice. And yeah, we have a porch on both side of the house. On the front part, that's only been there for like 2 years. Problem with that porch is that the sun isn't on that porch until late evening. And on the other side of our house we have another porch that's been here forever. But the door out to this porch is on my kids' bedroom, because it hasn't always been a bedroom. It was a part of the living room, but when we got Thomas, we needed an extra room, so we built it into a bedroom, since we never used it anyway. But then we lost our porch, because we can't walk in and out of his bedroom when he has been put to bed. So yeah, but this fall, close to winter actually, because it was starting to get really cold outside, we changed the big window in our living room so that we got a little window and a door out to the porch. So that's so nice. We can finally use our porch again. So yeah, only problem now is that we need some furniture for the porch, and we need to clean it and paint it, because it's not looking very nice. So yeah, so I really want to start on it very soon, because as I said, it starts to get warmer outside, and that porch would be lovely to use on daytime when the sun is up, and just sit there with my coffee and my knitting while Iselin is sleeping in her stroller and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that will be a project that is going to happen very soon. So Okay, that's all for this time, I think. It was a lot of blah blah this time, but yeah, just let me know if you really don't want to have it in my podcast, because as I said, I don't have to have it. I just tend to talk and talk and talk and talk. So yeah, I'm leaving that part a little bit up to you guys. If you want, I can just keep talking about everything that's happening, and show you my project and whips and stacking and stuff like that, like I'm doing now. And if you don't like it, let me know and I'll just stick to the project that I have, and stacking and whips and all, just hobby, nothing else. So yeah, so that's it for this time. So until next week, have a lovely week and weekend, and I'll talk to you next Monday. Okay, bye!